I can see you over there, just chilling with your friends. I can't believe you're by yourself. You should be here with me, my baby. Been on my mind, baby, lately.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Casey, and today we're working with a company by the name of Wiggins Hair, and they sent me over this beautiful deep wave 13 by 4 24-inch frontal, and the lace is HD. But I want to say, like, look how beautifully pre-plucked this unit is, and it comes pre-bleached as well, so literally this install will be so easy. There's also a band inside for extra security. And of course, they sent me over some goodies, some lashes, an edge brush, a melt band, and a silk bag to put the wig in for storage. So let's get into this install. Hey guys. So let me just start by saying there was very little prep I had to do for this unit. It was very easy. I got this beauty supply store contour palette, and it just happened to have my shade in it, so I bought it. Yes, it's a tester because the tester was the last one there, and they allowed me to buy it, and the tester was brand new, by the way. Nobody opened it. And like, as soon as I put this wig on, I knew it was tea. Like, look, the hairline, like, it was so natural. And like, HD is just perfect for my complexion. I think it's literally the best lace for any complexion. But for dark skin, I feel like it blends the easiest. Like, it blends absolutely flawless for us. And I love that for us chocolate girls, because it just does its thing. But realistically, it is the thinnest lace, so it is going to blend well on any complexion, but I just loved it. So in any case, I'm just showing you guys how I'm cutting around the ear flap, because I find that this part is a little bit confusing for some people. When you're cutting from around the ear flap, you're just cutting off the lace that's attached, basically the lace that's covering your ear. You're cutting it off, and yes, that part of the lace that's attached, it is attached to the wig. So yes, you will be cutting some of the lace, detaching it from the wig, and that's okay, because that used to confuse me a lot. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. And having a unit that comes pre-plucked and pre-bleached honestly cuts out 90% of your work, like 90%, because it just makes everything else so easy. Like, I know a lot of people struggle with plucking and bleaching, so something like this is just perfect for those type of people. Honestly, if you're someone like me that doesn't really sleep in their units, you can literally use spray as opposed to using glue, so that you can just take your wig off at night, because I just spray it down every morning. And what I like about that is that when you spray it down, even when you take it off, it molds in place, so that you literally just have to pop it back on in the morning and then respray it down and blow dry it, and that will tack the wig down and secure it for the entire day. It won't move. So that's all you will really need to do. You guys are going to go in and use the blow dryer to tack down the unit on medium heat. So basically, you'll know when it's dry because it feels really tight on your scalp, and you know it's secure. That's how you know. For this spray, you can use any melt spray, Gots to be even, whatever you use to spray it down. And I would suggest using your finger to spray it, because instead of like just spraying it on your hair, because it can get messy, and these melt sprays tend to leave a white cast if you're not careful, and it can leave a white cast on your face, which is pretty easy to clean up. But I mean, if you just avoid it, you wouldn't have to do all the cleaning up, and you'll see that I kind of make that mistake in this video, but I also show you guys how to fix it as well. Also, Happy New Year to you guys. I am so grateful and thankful for the support that I've been receiving from you guys, each and every one of you. I'm so thankful and honored that you guys watch my videos and take the time out of your day to do so. I'm just so honored about it, and I just can't wait to give you guys some new content, show more of me, get you guys to learn more about me, and just, you know, let me know whatever that you guys want to see on my channel, and I'll be more than happy to teach you guys, or ask any questions. Just leave them in my comments, and I'll answer them for you. So I wanted to say as well, when you're cutting the lace off of your wig, what I found was that when I was pulling too much. So I was pulling so much that I was actually pulling up the parts that I sprayed down. Not so much on this side, but the other side, and you will see if you keep watching. But so when you're cutting the lace off, you can hold the lace gently, but you don't need to tug on it while you're cutting it, because you'll pull the spray that's been dried down and it'll leave like a crust or crackly, and it'll leave a white cast, like a casting, and you don't want that. A line of demarcation, and you can see all the lace. It's an easy fix, but it's better to probably just avoid it. But I will show you guys when I do it. You'll see how I fix it as well. It's really easy. So I'm just taking my finger with a little bit of melt spray on it while the blow dryer is still on, and I'm just using it to just tack down anything that might not be laid down, anything that I might have pulled up when I was pulling the lace while I was cutting, just to tack it back down and remelt it into my skin. So you'll see on this side now when I'm like literally aggressively pulling it, and it's leaving a white cast as I go, as I'm cutting across, if you can notice. And it's basically lifting up some of my makeup on my face because of the way I cut it, because of the way I was pulling it. So that's like definitely unnecessary for you to pull. You just need to hold it in place if you need help while using your other hand to cut the lace off. You don't need to be pulling anything. But on this side, I brought the spray down too far as well. So either way, I would have to lift some up to cut it off. But you'll see it's an easy fix. I know you can see the white cast, but I'll fix it in just a second, and you guys will see me do that. If you notice, I'm cutting in like a zigzag motion, a jagged motion, because if you cut straight across, you have a higher chance of leaving a line of demarcation, because the cut is so blunt, it won't melt. You will always see the line there. So it's best to just cut it in a zigzag, or just don't cut it straight. That's all. Just avoid cutting it straight. So I'm using some of the melt spray while the blow dryer is on, and I'm just, any part that has the white casting over it, I'm just using the melt spray to tack it back down. And that's basically how you're gonna just get it to melt back into your skin, just like that. It's really, really simple. So if ever you make the mistakes that I made, you can do it again. It's just go back in with the spray and retack it down, but make sure the blow dryer is on while you're doing it, so it just dries simultaneously and doesn't like lift, because it's only spray. So the spray can touch its own moisture, just like if it touched water or anything, and it'll lift right off. So that's why you want to spray it and blow dry it at the same time simultaneously when you're at this step, so that it stays on. The two most important tools that you'll need for styling is a hot comb and a wax stick. Those two things are like the starter package for any install. You need those more than anything else, because you need your wig to be as flat as possible at the top to look as natural as possible. Like, it's just, everybody knows it's a wig, but at the same time, you still want it to look nice and neat and laid, right? Like, you don't want it to be where it's so obvious, So that's why it should be nice and clean and flat at the top. You just go in the wax stick, and the wax stick also holds down all the flyaways and things like that. I am literally geeked at how easy this was to melt down. Like, literally took me, this whole install, this whole look right here, took me like 7 minutes. Like, I should have timed it because it was so fast. It didn't take any time at all for me to just spray the wig down, cut the lace off, and just use my hot comb to flatten the space. Like, if I wanted to, I could have just worn it like this. But I said, like, for curls, I like to add a little. I'm not huge on baby hairs. Like, I'm not a huge baby hair person, but I felt like this style I felt like this wig, like these curls just would look so cute with some. So I'm just gonna cut some out and show you guys. And baby hairs are tedious. Like, people do it like so easily, but it looks more easy than it really is. Like, it's not hard, to be honest with you, but it does require a little bit of practice, a little bit of patience rather. Like, so, and so it's just, that's all. And you got to make sure they're even on both sides so they don't look crazy. And I like to test them by, like, just before I could do any cutting or anything like that, to see how they're gonna lay. I like to just use my finger and bend them up to see, like, give you a good direction of how they will lay when you do cut it. Now, the shorter you cut your baby hairs, the more natural it will look. The longer is more dramatic, and both are fine. It just depends on your how you like to wear them or how you want them to look. When you're parting the baby hairs out, like, you don't need them to be really thick. Like, the thinnest line is enough. Like, you don't need a thick line because it'll make your baby hairs way too thick. And it's just not, I don't know, I don't find it too flattering when they are really, really thick. Like, I mean, if that's your thing, do your thing. But I just like when they kind of are pretty thin, like, you know, and don't look too over the top or overdone. I don't think it's necessary. You know, it's just something to complement the style. You don't want it to take over the style, if you get what I'm saying. So, like, take a little, and besides, if you don't feel like it's enough, you can always add more after. Like, you don't have to, you can go in and add more. So I'm just taking some Got2b gel. I'm gonna lay them. So you see how I'm using my hand? My hand is just what's actually shaping them. You use one hand to use the comb to lay them, and the other hand to give them the shape that you want. It shapes it in the direction you want. So that's how you do that. And then I was working on the sideburns. The sideburns were kind of like annoying me because I couldn't really see how to do it. Like, I always say, like, if you guys watch my videos, like, doing installs on myself is just, I'm still working on it because I'm a girl that likes to style a unit off on a mannequin head and then throw it on my head. But because this is curly, I said, you know what? There's not much curling or anything like that. It's pretty easy. The wig, everything is already done for me, so why not? Do you know what I mean? So that's why. But the sideburns always get me because I can't see that well. I can't see that well on the side of my head to lay them properly, but it was good enough. I was happy with it, and they barely show anyways because I wore the hair down. I ultimately wore the hair down after. The reason I use the Got2b glue instead of like the foam or mousse rather, is because I sprayed the wig down. I didn't glue it down, and the mousse is wet, so it'll just lift right off. So just use if you're gonna do this way, like a glueless method, then don't use mousse. Just use the glue and lay your baby hairs because I don't know what was playing, but I was obviously jamming to something. But in any case, yeah, use the glue instead because it gets the job done and it secures it down in place, and it just adds added security to the lace from lifting as well. So I'm just tying it down one more time just to dry. So at this point, I really didn't know what I wanted to do to my hair. Like, this unit is so versatile, and like I couldn't decide. There's so many styles that you could do with this unit, and so I just decided to see what it looked like with some braids. Do you see how it's giving scalp? Like, it looks so good. There's so much parting space. There's so much room to do so many things. So I just wanted to see what the braids would look like with the front. I basically just freestyled, so you guys could just watch. If you guys can't braid, you can also just twist. I think some twists would look really nice here in this unit too. Like flat twists. I think it's much easier than trying to braid it yourself. So what did you guys do over the holidays? Let me know in the comments. Share some stories. Did you guys go out with family? Did you stay in? And what are your goals for 2024? I know some of mine is just to, you know, grow this channel, show you guys more of me and my personality and things like that. I also am on a weight loss journey. I want to get in the best shape of my life. Yes, I'm old and I just want to be healthy. Oh, and speaking of old, there is my little son. And I have one child, you guys, my little boy. He is the love of my life and he just wanted to say hi. So there he is. So anyhow, back to this unit. So I basically just used water to spray this unit down and it immediately started curling. Like immediately. I haven't put any, before I even ran the comb through it, it was like curling up. Literally, it was just water. And I was like, wow, this is a good unit. You, Wiggins, you did your thing. You guys did your thing with this one. I am using some styling mousse just to go over the hair. This is just styling mousse to just mold it down for me, so when it dries it kind of holds the curl, which I'm pretty sure it would have anyways, but I kind of wanted the curls to kind of still look wet when it's still dry, if you know what I mean. So that's why I added the mousse. If you want it to be a little bit like dry, like not curl wet looking, like more of like a wavy fro curl pattern, then you wouldn't need to add the mousse. Oh, I added some beads. I thought it would be so cute if I added some beads, so I went ahead and added some beads to the end that I had laying around. So I'm just like, why not? Ooh, look at that. So that is just me trying to see how I'd want it to be styled. Like, this looks literally like my natural hair. Like, if I had 3A hair, doesn't it? Like, this is a cute ass little style I would do if I'm just going out and about, like to a mall or something, and I just wanted to throw my hair up. Those are the kind of styles I like, just really effortless looking styles that look really natural styles for hair textures like this. So this is just one look. I thought, this is kind of cute. This is kind of giving. And then I realized that this wig can actually go up. Like, it can go up without the track showing. I just kind of wanted to show you guys that. I didn't brush it up or anything like that or style it up. I just wanted to show you guys that the wig can actually be put up and the tracks do not show. And I'm going to show you guys like right now that you can actually brush it up, slick it up in a nice up bun, and the tracks won't show at the back. Like, that's wonderful. Like, that makes a whole versatile wig, and it's not even a 360 unit. You can wear it as a little messy updo bun like this, or you can actually take your brush and define it and slick it up into a neater ponytail. Thank you, Wiggins Hair, for sending me over this beautiful unit. It is so versatile and lovely. I really like it. So I ended up ultimately wearing the hair down. I took down the braids, and this is the final look. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Join the family. Let me know what you guys think about the unit in the comments. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and let me know. I'll be answering all comments. Until next time, guys. Bye.